Flex is one of those apps that promises to make paying a rent a little less stressful, especially if you've ever wished you could split your rent into smaller payments instead of dropping a big lump of sum at once. So let's break down how it actually works. Now, what people are saying about it and whether it's really worth using. Now, basically, the Flex connects you to rent portal and pays your landlord the full rent upfront on time. Then you pay Flex back in two smaller payments, one at the start of the month and another later on, usually around the middle. Now, if it basically means that it gives you a bit of more flexibility with your cash flow, especially if your paychecks don't line up perfectly with your rent due date. Now, a lot of people say Flex generally helps them take the pressure off, lets them avoid late fees, overdrafts, and end of month panic when rent is due before payday. Landlords get their money on time, and renters get some breathing room here. Now, for anyone with a unpredictable income like freelancers or gig workers, that flexibility can make a real difference. But here's where things get a little tricky. Now, Flex isn't free. Now, it charges a monthly membership or service fee, which can add up. Some reports suggest that when you calculate those fees, it's a bit like paying interest on a short term loan. So while it gives you convenience, it's not necessarily saving you money. Now, there's also been complaints about reliability here. Some people mentioned that their payments didn't go through properly or their property suddenly stopped working with Flex. Others talk about slow customer support and difficulty getting quick help when something goes wrong. And when it comes to money, that kind of issue can be stressful. But with any kind of services, obviously, there's going to be problems everywhere. So it's not, or the experience may not be the same for everyone. Now, in this case, should you get Flex here? Well, it depends on your situation. Now, if your rent is high and you just need to spread the cost over the month, then and you're okay with paying a small fee for that convenience, well, Flex can be a short-term solution here. Now, but if you're already tight on cash and hoping it will somehow make rent more affordable, well, that's where it will backfire. Now, those extra fees might end up adding to your financial pressure instead of easing it. And that's about it. Now, in the end, Flex works best as a budgeting tool, not as a crutch. Now, it can smoothing things out for a few months, but it's worth keeping an emergency plan or some savings aside in case something goes wrong. And that's about it. Hopefully, this video was able to help you like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.